Hi everyone, this is Natalie. I would like to share Tesla financial analysis with you today. So why Tesla? Because I'm a Tesla Model 3 owner since last year November, and then I'm also holding their stock since 2021. But actually right now I'm losing money. And then I also built a hate and love relationship with Tesla because I experienced very bad delivery services last year. And then the product defect actually is something I can't really tolerate on the day one I pick up my car. So that's why I try to escalate the issue to the VP sales in North America. Right now, I would say I start to love my Tesla because with the use of autopilot, I can enjoy my road trip and adventures very easy. I will also see myself as a car enthusiast. I like driving a lot and I also work in automotive industry. So I'm very passionate about growing the electric vehicle industry in the world. As everyone knows that Tesla's mission is to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. They try to need the safety, range, and performance car in the market. They build not only on electric vehicles, but also scalable clean energy and storage products. They stop relying on the gas and move forward to a zero-emission future. Not surprisingly, Tesla keeps dominating the US electric vehicles market. The top selling for sure is a Model Y and Model 3. They have two top competitors, which is Ford and General Motors, especially Chevy. There is a very strong market growth of EV in the US. As you can see, there is around 62 billion revenue projected in 2023 with around 23% annual growth rate of the EV. Units sold can be up to 2 million. So wow, it's a lot. Tesla tried to figure out one of the problem statement, which is missing the Wall Street delivery estimation in the car in 2022. So they try to think about in terms of pricing strategy, maybe it's a good time to do the price reduction. So they start to do it this year in first quarter. They try to cut the price globally by 20%. Some models, just like Model 3, Model Y, they are qualified for the US federal EV tax credit up to $7,500, which is I also enjoyed it. What is the true financial impact? First of all, some positive impact will be growth in the vehicle delivery, and even like gross profit growth in energy business. For their operating margins, even though it's reduced, but it's still in a manageable rate. So it's around like 11.4%, even they dropped to 2.7 billion on the operating income. Right now, we try to deep dive into the key financial ratio. So how to tell the profitability? So we can take a look at EBIT margin, EBITDA margin, pre-tax profit margin, net profit margin, and operating margin. Since 2017, over the 6 years up to 2022, you can see that the ratio actually from negative right now significantly increased to positive. So I would say it's a healthy profitability of Tesla over the past few years. Right now, we can take a look at the income statement as well. So for the operating income and even the net income is also increasing a lot over the past 6 years. When it comes to the management efficiency, we can take a look at the return on equity, return on asset. You can see that they are also changing from negative ratio to positive ratio over the past 6 years. And then you can also deep dive into the asset turnover, receivable turnover. You can also see the positive increase sign here. So what's the forecast for Tesla? Even though they have a relatively good profit margin, they try to have the cost optimization all over the manufacturing location, just like in Germany, in Shanghai, or even in the US. They try to improve their production efficiency in all the plants, try to lower the logistic costs as well. So for Tesla, how to better achieve the product innovation? Easy. The solution is money, cash. So they really have healthy cash flow for the product innovation, just like 70% year-over-year CapEx growth in line with sales growth. For operating cash flow by first quarter 2023 is resulted in 2.5 billion. Free cash flow is around like 0.4 billion. So it helped them to keep going expansion on their production plant in the US, in Shanghai, China. And even they try to put more resources on the Cybertruck factory delivery and also the development for the beta services on the autopilot. Right now, you can see that for the cash flow statement over the past 6 years, especially on the operating activities, you can see from the negative sign to the positive sign, which is a significant increase. Right now, we try to jump to another ratio, which is the debt to equity ratio. Based on the automotive industry, the average is 1.19, but you can see that for Tesla, by the end of quarter 4, 2022, is around like 0.81, very close to zero, right? So we always say that it's a debt-free for Tesla in around like 20 years. So lower the debt to equity ratio, easier for the company to cover the liability. So for Tesla, how to achieve the debt-free strategy? Easy. You can see that for the long-term debt to capital ratio and debt to equity ratio, both of them actually decreasing over the past 6 years. For the current ratio actually is increasing. That means less liability, more asset. For Tesla, they are very smart to adopt the new business model, which is transform the whole automotive industry from selling capital-intensive products with very huge debt to a very high level cash flow and no debt ratio. So from the balance sheet, you can also see that the long-term liability actually is decreasing over the past 6 years. So how strong Tesla is? You can see that they are actually the 10th most valuable company by the market cap, with around like $500 billion. And then as you see, their competitors, just like Ford, only 48 billion, and General Motors, 51 billion. So it's very competitive in the market. So I do care about stock because I'm a stockholder, right? So back to 2020, August time, is Tesla the first stock split, which is 5-for-1, because they try to breach the 1 trillion in the market cap. And then for the second time, which is back to August 2022, for the 3-for-1. The reason why they are trying to do so is because they want to make the Tesla stock more appealing to the retail investors and make their options more affordable. They try to grow the investor base as well to make it more diversified. At the same time, it also benefits to their employees so that it would be more flexible for them to manage their equity. And then I will also say there is a cult for Elon Musk effect, because no matter what he say, or just like he tried to do the acquisition for Twitter, it will also easily make the stock price drop a lot, like 12%. Within 1 day, over $1 billion gone in the market. So Elon really have a very good impact on my money too. High stock valuation of Tesla do have its own benefit, because it would be more easily for Tesla to access to equity funding instead of debt financing. So for this feature of the high stock valuation, you can also read it through from the PE ratio. Back to 2021, actually the PE ratio is super high. I'm sure that for most of the company it's high as well. For Tesla, it's 190. And then right now, around 2023 April, it's dropped to 40. The major reason why Tesla actually is overvalued or more value compared to other competitors, because we foresee a relatively strong sales growth for Tesla. So at the end, let's talk about the game plan for Tesla in the coming years. First of all, Cybertruck is something we are looking forward to. And then the delivery is going to be in 2024. For me, as a girl, I also want to have one Cybertruck, which will be able to drive it up to the mountain off-road, which will be very cool to test out the new features. And then I hope that the company will be able to further extend the network for the charging station so that it will be easy for us to do anything adventure or even the long distance road trip. So for Elon, on another hand, for sure, make sure that don't make big fluctuation in the stock market, because I'm still one of the mini stockholders. I still want to make good money growth in the long-term investment for Tesla stock. So hopefully, in long run, I will also put in my contribution on the EV market. So this is the end for my presentation. Let me know if you want to have a test drive for a new model of Tesla or even like the Cybertruck. Thank you.